When Mordecai and Rigby's adventures first started on Cartoon Network, few could predict just how important this show would be in the world of animation. Not only would it lead the channel into a brand new era of renaissance and bring in tons of new audience members, it would also create a path for so many up-and-coming animators and storyboard artists who would stay at CN for the years to come. Around this time, there were definitely cartoons aimed towards more mature audiences, and season 1 of Regular Show got its point across that kids should not be watching this. But despite it being filled with more adult humor, there was actually a time where things were even more inappropriate. All the way back in the mid-2000s, series creator J.G. Quintel crafted 2 shorts that would plant the seeds for what would later become known as Regular Show. However, these went in a completely adult direction and would not be accepted to Cartoon Network if the exact concept was carried over. Let's dive in and see this world from a completely new perspective. The Naive Man from Lolliland is the very first short J.G. would make with these kinds of characters, and based on that title, you can pretty much tell what it's about. This story may only last a few minutes, but we still get to see some interesting development with Pops. He's come to the United States for a great meal, but he has to pay the check before he returns back to his home of Loliland. Unfortunately for everyone working at the restaurant, he doesn't use money to pay, and instead a batch of incredible lollipops. Let's go! Nobody else finds it exciting though, because Pops is immediately the target of attack. His objective? Survive.
What's going on here?
Gramps here is trying to pay with lollipops. I don't believe this! That's a strawberry tip I left you, vile cad! I don't care what flavor it is, I'm not taking candy from some lollipop-headed freak! Bad show. Bad show.
While the Naive Man from Lolliland was relatively tame, this was still able to set up the incredible character well. Now, there are more than a few things here that translate over to the cartoon we all know, like for example, the gag of him paying in lollipops. There's also this flying car that heads to Lolliland, so that's cool. But what's really amazing about this short in particular is that it's pretty canon to the world of Regular Show, considering it appears in the very final episode. The crew reanimated it for modern day, while still keeping the old-timey feel. I think it reveals how far both the characters and JG have come over the years, and that's pretty nice to see. While The Naive Man from Lolliland was mostly an innocent story of a friendly guy trying to get out of a restaurant, 2 in the AM PM changes pretty much everything, and delivers a very inappropriate, very adult storyline. On Halloween, there are these 2 gas station workers, right? Seems normal at first, until one of them gives the other a candy bar with acid in it, and doesn't tell him until after. What starts out as a boring early morning shift eventually turns into an acid trip like no other. Both of the characters constantly swear and deal with their hallucinations. One of them turns into a gumball machine, the other turns into a blue jay.
Hey, this isn't my fault, alright?
Not your fault, huh?
Not my fault.
Not your fault.
Okay, stop it. This is too weird.
The most popular theory for Regular Show is that it's just one entire acid trip, considering pretty much nothing makes sense. Now, the entire basis for that theory is actually found with 2 in the AM PM, because these are definitely the characters of Mordecai and Benson. Taking acid is the only gateway to become new beings, which is what the final Cartoon Network version is all about. Of course, this on its own wouldn't be accepted on the channel. With all the swearing and drug use, it was too mature for anything on a kid's channel, which is why things eventually had to be changed with Regular Show. But despite this being more inappropriate than expected, it still helped build the foundation for what we would all know. For example, these character designs carried over pretty well, and the same voice actors took on their roles. One of the most essential aspects to Regular Show is that in each and every episode, there's always something strange that happens towards the end. Things escalate far out of control, and it's just what we should expect. Well, that actually originated right here in JG's short from 2006. A police officer that enters the gas station inhales his chips like some kind of monster, starts flying, and escapes outside of the convenience store. It makes absolutely no sense at all, but that's exactly why we love Regular Show and why it's always super unpredictable. For anyone who's ever wanted to hear their favorite cartoon characters drop the F-bomb or take acid, then you'll probably have fun checking out 2 in the AM PM. Both it, along with the Naive Man from Lolliland, were essential in Regular Show's world building, and JG eventually found himself at Cartoon Network with some brand new ideas. While he toned down the adult humor and made everything a bit easier to watch, he would expand on what he created before to bring something new to the channel. Considering we're still talking about it to this very day, these shorts had a major impact that would change the landscape of Western animation for the better. But what are your thoughts on the inappropriate Regular Show before Cartoon Network? Which of the shorts do you prefer? Let's talk in the comments. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.